Are you tired of seeing the same NBA players and teams win championships? Well, today that changes. I decided to delete every single player that has a championship ring. Whether you're the best player on the roster or the worst player on the roster, you no longer exist. And every single season we simulate, there will be new champions. It's a way for me to see the Bulls win a championship eventually. Let's be real. That's why I'm doing this video. Today's video is brought to you by Factor. What is Factor, you ask? Factor makes meeting your nutritional goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. My lifestyle is weird, man. I wake up, I'm doing content all times of the day, and because of that, I be forgetting to eat sometimes. And since I subscribe to Factor, a lot of that has changed. So today, I'm looking at a creamy pesto pork chop. Okay, let me show you how simple my lunches are. First, you start off by putting a couple holes in it. Then you pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Just that simple. We wait out 2 minutes and then it's time to eat. And here's a picture of what my fridge looked like just 2 days ago. And some of y'all may know me and my fiance have dietary restrictions. I'm allergic to dairy. She's allergic to gluten. So it's kind of hard to find fast, good meals for both of us to eat. At least it was before we found out about Factor. The meal selection is crazy, y'all. It's beautiful. It's great to eat. And they have so many different options. If you're keto, calorie smart, vegan, vegetarian, I live here in the without dairy one, but there are just so many different options. Head to go.factor75.com/KLT4Q60 and use code KLT4Q60 for 60% off your first box. This last decade or so, I feel like it's been dominated by the Golden State Warriors. So they've had a lot of people get deleted today. Their roster's best players, JaMychal Green. We will not see the Warriors. If the Warriors win a championship in this video before my Bulls, I feel like there has to be some type of forfeit, but not for me because I don't really control these things. The Milwaukee Bucks recently won a championship, so their best player nowadays is Joe Ingles. Kawhi Leonard, it's not there for the Clippers anymore, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone. He's won a ring. Udonis Haslem doesn't exist anymore. He's been around for too long. He's got too many championships. LeBron, Anthony Davis are both gone from here. Kyrie and KD are both gone from here. Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby. Even though OG didn't play in that playoff run, he still has a championship ring, so he's gone. You know, Chris Paul is still here. Nah, that was uncalled for. Shout out to Chris Paul. One that's really weird. It's basically the way I determine who has a championship, so it won't be no confusion. I looked here in NBA award history, and if it said NBA champion, I deleted you. So there's one weird one. And when we get to the Pelicans, because technically Jonas Valanciunas got traded from the Raptors to the Grizzlies when they won a championship. So he wasn't there to actually get a ring, but according to 2K, he's an NBA champion because he played for the Raptors in the year that they won the championship. Also a weird one, James Wiseman classified as not having a ring because he didn't play during the playoff run. I got rid of him anyway. Y'all got enough. Y'all don't need James Wiseman. You feel me? You feel me? All right, so basically we're going to simulate, get to the playoffs and see who the new champion is going to be. And then once they win the championship, I'm going to go to their roster and delete everybody, and we're going to redo this over and over and over. And the 76ers looking like a team that might be able to do it, man. Starting off 17-2 is really good. Oh, well, then they went on a, 4-game loser streak. Whoa. Okay, there we go. You know Luka's going to do his thing. Who's going to win this championship? Here are all the awards. I had another video idea similar to this when we talk about awards. Let me know if you want to see that, where we delete every single player that has won an award, or we delete every single player that's been an all-star, so every season we got new stars coming to basketball. That video is going to be like three years long because 2K is going to keep crashing, but here we go. No, with all of the great players being, a lot of great players being gone, I'm just curious about the All-NBA team. DeJounte Murray makes a second team and Trae Young's on the first team. The Atlanta Hawks are probably real nasty. Ben Simmons. I mean, Kyrie Irving was gone, so Ben Simmons technically got to start. And I know in real life they start together, but in the world of 2K, Ben Simmons won the 6th man of the year because they don't see them playing together. And he made an All-NBA team again. And hey, he hit a 3 or 2 at 4 or 6. Woo. Hey, if Ben Simmons hit 19 threes this season, I'm just even if it's at a high volume and he only shoot 20%, people are gonna be dancing in the streets because we never thought that day would come. Of course, Luka's an all defensive player because that's the type of defense he plays. Evan Mobley in year 2 makes an all defensive second team. That's dope. Jared Vanderbilt is here. Robert Covington makes it for the second time in his career, and Mitchell Robinson makes it for the first. Let's get into it. The Bulls are the 1 seed? And we might end this video early if the Bulls do their thing, you know? Now, I thought it was going to be the 76ers, but they fell off a little bit. The point differential is kind of crazy The Atlanta Hawks are #1 in point differential this season. All right. At least in the conference out west. So they're #1 completely. The East is killing the West when it comes to point differential. The top 3 teams in the East versus this, they're doing a pretty good job. So it feels like whoever wins is coming out East, but they might be having a dogfight and they knocking each other out. In order to make the playoffs and not the play-in, you had to win 48 games out here, and then out west, you had to win 46. So it is still competitive both ways. Let's see who's going to be raising the Larry O'Brien trophy then after that retiring from basketball. Because everybody's going out on a high note when you think about it. Oh, one last ride. There is no one last ride. If you win, you're done. And the Bulls didn't do that. So they could stay another year. Yay. We got Denver versus Minnesota, and then Philly versus Boston for like the 100th year in a row. It feels like Philly and Boston go against each other every single year in the playoffs. But we got Minnesota versus the 76ers in the finals. I thought that the 76ers were going to be able to do it in this first year, and here they are. Will we see the retirement of James Harden very early? I mean, his resume already speaks for itself. Champion, if he wins this, MVP, scoring titles, yada, yada. One of the greatest to ever pick up a basketball for sure. Joel Embiid, you know, you thought he was going to get one MVP, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Game 1 is a win for the 76ers and Joel in overtime. James Harden with a 30-17 game is nasty. Game 2 is Minnesota coming back with a big performance from some of their guys. I was thinking, where's Rudy Gobert? He's up here. If Rudy Gobert had a 23-15 game and 4 block in the finals, nobody can tell him nothing. Everybody hates Rudy, not everybody, but people hate Rudy Gobert because, in the playoffs, he was just showing that in the playoffs he could do his thing, and his team is up 3-1. Oh man, he could go back to France, maybe, and retire. Absolutely not. Joel Embiid said, not on my watch, and we get a game 7 in the very first year. Let's see who's gonna win it all. It is a lot of 76ers. The 76ers are going to be raising the Larry O'Brien trophy. And I mean, this is such a great moment for the 76er fans across the globe. But you're automatically going back into the process because every single player here is no longer here. Jaden Springer, you're gone. The Bucks had traded their pick, obviously. Every year it seems like they trade their pick because why did they need draft picks? They have Giannis. Let's go get better. And it turned into the first overall pick for the Houston Rockets. Rockets fans got to be going crazy. Okay, so let's see how we do this to get rid of them. I thought it was going to be easier saying, oh, we could just delete from. Nope, you can't do that. So what I think I'm going to have to do is go to every single player and import the DNA of a 60 overall player or something. And to make sure that they not spending their entire next X amount of years being bad, I'm going to change every contract too. Like James Harden, you're a free agent, so I don't really have to change your contract, but you have to turn into a 60, man. But us doing this, that means we erase James Harden's history. So if we go and we check the all-time records for triple doubles or whatever James Harden's high on, will it say the name Bill Teague now instead of James Harden because we just replaced the DNA? I don't know. It ain't too important. I'm just going to do this for every player, and I'll be back. Yep, so shout out to Bill Teague. We're going to be seeing a lot of Bill Teagues from here on out. But now, I think a big part of this is free agency, right? Can you go out and sign one of the top dudes? Because now you know that this team is gone, that team is gone, and this team is gone. There's not a lot left. That's not true. Like I said, the Warriors have dominated the last X amount of years. So there are a lot of teams with a lot of players that have not won championships. Ooh, the Hornets get an upgrade. The Brooklyn Nets get an upgrade. The Pistons get an upgrade. The Raptors get a point guard, and the Vucevic goes to the Rockets. I don't even know who y'all signed with that first overall pick. Is he a stud? It's not the word I would use personally, but he is a short king. Anybody below 6 foot in the game of basketball is a short king in my eyes. Let's see who's gonna win it in year number 2. Based on what we saw, it's probably gonna be like Minnesota. But like I said, the Eastern Conference was so crazy that like, maybe it's another Eastern Conference team that can do it. We know for sure. Oh, the 76ers got rid of some of their Billy Teagues and brought in people like Boogie. Boogie, please. Actually, you know what? I'm about to be crazy, and there's no way Billy Teague should be getting some minutes. I'm giving Boogie 37 minutes, and I want to see Boogie have an all-star caliber season. I'm giving him the shot tendency of a 99. And we about to see Boogie because he's still got a contract right now, y'all. And he basically putting out apology letters saying, hey, the other GMs across the league, I'm a changed man, so sign me. Did we break the game? Yes. It's not ideal going into year 2 of the video, for sure, for sure. Let me try to figure it out. So this was my fix, because I spent 25 minutes trying to figure out how exactly I was troubleshooting, whatever. I restarted the first year, so we're back in 2022, 2023, and this guy is there for the 76. I'm sorry, Boogie Cousins, we couldn't have you be that guy, but we got this. I added a ton of people into free agency, because what I think happened, and this is just my speculation, is that all of those people retired, and plus all the people I had already deleted, and then I basically got rid of 15 more people. The league was like, oh snap, we don't have enough players to make the errors to work. I don't know if that's true, but we testing it out. And well, we about to see another team with a championship, because it will not be the 76ers. They're 0-24. It's not them. Unless, no, it's not them. All of this is about the same. Luka, Jabari Smith, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Let's get to simulation. What team will end up winning the championship this time around? See, things have changed. The Bulls were number 1, but the Cavaliers ended the season on an 11-game win streak. We have, what? We have 6 teams with point differentials of 9 and above in just the Eastern Conference. This is about to be a bloodbath. If I don't see at least 3 7-game series, I'm gonna be upset, because this is the makings of a really, really good playoffs. And then we got 5 teams with an 8 or above. So in the West, so this is about to be really, really solid. I mean, it makes sense because we basically got rid of some quality teams. We completely got rid of Philly. Whenever you were going against Philly, you were winning by 70 points. I mean, you're winning by a ton. And then the Milwaukee Bucks' best player was Joe Ingles. So, you know what I'm saying? So they were going to struggle as well. We took Pascal and Fred VanVleet and some people away from the Raptors. And then our West, we took the Golden State Warriors core away from them, and the Lakers big 2 away from them. So, like, yeah, it makes sense that some people are going to have some really high point differential. So maybe it ain't as close as it depicted, because those numbers are skewed. And in the first round, we saw 2 game 7. I mean, we already saw 2 game 7s in the first round, and I was talking and wasn't paying attention. And then we got 2 more game 7s on this side. Luckily, this one was kind of close, but this one wasn't close at all, so we didn't miss nothing. The Bulls are in the conference finals, baby. This is another 3-5 and another 3-5 on both sides. Boston, Chicago, Minnesota, Memphis. Minnesota here again? Can they do it this time? They're here to go against the Bulls. Zach LaVine against the team that traded him away. You gotta have some type of animosity towards him, even though I think he said multiple times that he doesn't. Who's the better team? Hey, 2K loves the Chicago Bulls, and I love 2K for loving the Chicago Bulls. If the Bulls can accomplish half of the things that 2K be having them accomplish, we're going to be in a very good spot. Us Bulls fans are about to be very happy, especially if we win this championship. What? Game 7 at home at the United Center. I'm telling y'all, I've said it before. If the Bulls are in the Game 7 NBA Finals, I do not care how much it costs. I will be there in Chicago. Even if it's on the road. If it's in LA, I'm taking a flight to LA. And it looks like the Bulls are going to win the championship. Oh, I was too early. Premature reaction, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 0-point game. It's tied. That's 0-point game tied. With a minute and a half to go. So I'm going to jump in and just watch this last minute, because somebody's being crowned champions today. And no surprise, DeMar DeRozan's at the DeMar DeRozan at the free throw line. Not a surprise to anybody. Zach LaVine has 42. DeMar has 32. Anthony Edwards has 38. And Jaylen Nowell has 28 off the bench, Jaylen? Or did you start? I don't really know. We do see Rudy Gobert not being as effective, and we'll take that. DeMar missed a free throw. Wow, that's not normal with him. Okay, Drummond is on the court with Ayo and stuff like that. Kyle Anderson is on the court. Anthony Edwards goes right at DeMar DeRozan like he's not there, which makes sense to me because a lot of the times DeMar DeRozan is not there defensively. And just like that is a 2-point game with 50 seconds to go. I'll keep you updated on the time and stuff. DeMar DeRozan, he's going to get a pick from Drummond. Drummond sets a nice hard screen. Downhill towards Rudy Gobert. I don't like our odds, but he said Rudy Gobert don't put no fear in our heart. It is a 44-second tie game, baby. Anthony Edwards, not having Karl-Anthony Towns in the court is crazy unless he fouled out, which I didn't even check. Anthony Edwards said, forget an A button. I don't have those. Double team. He has to pass it. Ice in his veins? Absolutely not. 30 seconds ago, Ayo Dosunmu with the defensive rebound, and he gives it to the clutch man, number 11, a.k.a. Comp 10, because he used to wear the number 10 for a decade or so. Downhill, DeMar with the midi. It is butter! DeMar DeRozan with the clutchest shot of his NBA career. He's defeating the DeMar DeRozan allegations, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Edwards gets the ball. I hate the fact that DeMar DeRozan is guarding him, but maybe he said, hey, this is the last possession of the season, so we need to do our thing. The pick comes in right here, 5 seconds to go. He goes under the screen. Anthony Edwards bricks the 3, and just like that, the Chicago Bulls will probably maybe also, I think, walk out of there as NBA champs, bro. Wow. Yes. At the bare minimum, they can't win a game on a half-court heave or something. They got no timeouts. P. Willie puts it away. The Bulls did it. I'm telling you, bro. If the real-life Bulls were as good as the 2K Bulls, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. And just like that, without any major additions, no trades, the Bulls are NBA champions. Look at my duo right there. That's my all-star wing positions right there. 4-point win. And Chicago is rioting right now for good reason. I know Zach LaVine had all of the points basically, but you got to get the finals repeated DeMar for the shot, right? Zach LaVine did it up winning it. I mean, I don't really care too much. There it is. The Bulls. Goran Dragic goes out on a high note. NBA Hall of Famer, or I'm sorry, Basketball Hall of Famer, Goran Dragic maybe. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just excited that my team did what they did. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Will we be able to get past the first couple days of the year? Yes! We might have fixed it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so the 76ers have a new team, and the Bulls have O'Shea Brissett as their best player. They're really, really, really bad. What team is going to win the championship next? Find out in a second. I think my prediction have to be the Minnesota Timberwolves since they were just there, but they did lose D'Angelo Russell, which might hurt them. So hold on, let me get a different pick. Oh no, it's going to be the Cavs. 100%. It's going to be the Cavs. I have like no other teams to really even think about. Here's the awards. Luka won MVP, and then this rookie, 80 overall rookie from I don't know where, averaged 22, 5, and 4.5. Like he was really, really good. Sengun, 6-man. Defense player goes to Chet. Most improved goes to Sharp. And then Nate McMillan. Ooh. Anthony Edwards came off that loss in the finals and decided to turn it up. Made All-NBA first team. RJ Barrett is on third team with some bonus. Okay. All right, defensive teams are here. Keegan Murray. Oh, you love to see it. LaMelo. Ooh. All right. I said the Cavs are going to be the best team and they're going to win a championship, and half of that is true. Half of that is true so far. Minnesota didn't even get out of the first round. They were a play-in team. Wow. From NBA Finals appearance to play-in teams. That's how important D'Angelo Russell was to their roster. Let's see who's going to be in the conference finals. Portland and OKC versus Atlanta and Cleveland. Cleveland is there, and OKC is there. Wow, that did not take OKC long at all to make this finals run. They picked up Jeremy Grant. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Grant is back. And in a game 7, he was one of the best players on the court. And I had to say one of them because Shea had a double-double with 4 blocks, and then Giddey had almost a triple-double with no turnovers, and Shea got saved. Fouling out in 22 minutes is insane, but Dame and Anthony basically had no help. Well, actually, I can't even say that. They got Clint Capella now. Either way, we have Cleveland Cavaliers and the OKC Thunder. I know who I'm rocking with 100%. I've been rocking with them since the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? The other team don't match up. I think OKC's here a little bit too early. The Cavs are the team. Never mind. I thought we were going to do it in 4, but instead, we're doing it in 6. Donovan Mitchell and company, y'all are no longer NBA players. Enjoy retirement. Now things are going to get super interesting because at this point, we have like 7 teams that are like starting from scratch. I'm going to make it so that Poku, he's the new DeMarcus Cousins. You know what I was doing for Boogie? I'm doing this for Poku. It's time. You know what? It's also time for you to bulk up to at least 210. Listen, because I know 230. We're going to go to 230. I bet that just looks weird on him. And you cannot tell the difference. Never mind. All right, whatever. So he done put on some fake muscle, and he's about to take every shot for the Chicago Bulls, and we pray that the game doesn't crash. And it didn't. Oh my God, this is so great. I feel like every team sucks. I'm picking the Pelicans as my champion this season. As I flip through them, it's like everybody's bad. We took away Alexei Pokusevski for this team, so they not ready. This top 3 is still pretty good, so maybe it's them. But like, there's not a lot going on no more. Best player in the league, Ja Morant at this point. So that's kind of fun, but man. Imagine your favorite team not winning the championship in this video. Could not be me. Could not be me. Let's see if my prediction is right. Kendall Brown, who was drafted in 2020, wins a Rookie of the Year in 2024 because he didn't play his first couple seasons. Poku, most improved. I knew it. You give him the shots, he gonna hit them. Sometimes. At a 41.67% clip. He does that. Poku averaged 25 points per game by us just giving him more shots. That's so easy. We could do that for almost any player. He made an all-NBA team, for God's sakes. This is crazy. Over RJ and Jabari Smith, too. And yeah, this is such a great video. So, Dennis Rodman's son is in the NBA. That's definitely his biologically. And then, you're related to somebody. Oh, who did I say again? I don't even remember what team I said. And I think I said Pelicans. Portland is back, by the way. Dame said, I will get me one before I retire. And then the Charlotte Hornets out of nowhere, left field, low-key, if you ask me. I didn't think that they had a good enough roster. Look at that. It's LaMelo and Stuff. LaMelo and Stuff was the 1 seed. Shot 55 wins a ton for LaMelo and Stuff. You know, and they did it. And they lost in the first round. They lost to Sekou Doumbouya in the first round, dog. As a matter of fact, I might retire y'all whole organization. Just relocate. You lost to a team who we eliminated everybody in their roster like 2 years ago. They did bounce back decently with Cam Reddish but Sekou's out of the league in real life. And he averaged 22 in that playoff series, shooting 61 and 40% from the field, bro. That's a wild timeline. If they make to the conference finals, they blew a 3-0 lead. They blew a 3-0 lead. Yeah, actually, we might disband y'all too. Everybody's getting disbanded today. So we got 2 play-in teams making it to the final conference finals. The Boston Celtics and the Sacramento Kings are both here. And I don't know who's on the Sacramento Kings nowadays. It's the guy Jamal Glover, who was just an all-rookie player. Al Sharp, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, and yeah. I'm taking Luka. Yeah, I think I'm taking Luka in that series. And in this one, I know that the Boston Celtics are already up 1-0. They lost Jaylen Brown. So I'm going to go with all-NBA player RJ Barrett, even though I think Jason Tatum was also all-NBA. But I'm going with RJ Barrett because they're the higher seed, and I would be correct. Star J Barrett averages 30 points in the conference finals, while De'Aaron Fox just averaged 18. Who's the better player going into it? But an AFC making it to the finals and it being the Sacramento Kings is great. I think the New York Knicks are going to walk out of here NBA champions, man. I think the Knicks are going to do it for the first time since 72 or 73 or 74 or 71. And it's Emmanuel Quickley that gets finals MVP off the bench. Quickly coming off the bench and win a finals MVP. It's got to be the first time that's ever happened in NBA history. And just like that, the Knicks are the next team to fall. But falling in this video is an amazing thing. It is an amazing thing. So all of these guys are gone. I think we go one more season. We giving all the rest of y'all favorite teams a chance because mine is gone. Knicks fans are gone. And you got to do something. Poku, the greatest athlete in Chicago sports history, recruited Jason Tatum to join him on the Bulls. So they got the Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Player, and this guy who averaged 34. Like, come on, the Bulls might go. If the Bulls win 2 championships in this video, it is like, you would think it's rigged. I promise you it's not. You would think it's rigged. I think I'm picking the Memphis Grizzlies to win. They have Miles Turner here now for the center position. That's going to be my pick, bro. But now LaMelo, who's the 1 seed, has Brandon Ingram on his roster. Now, they did get beat by the play-in team, but I'm sure they out for revenge. Oh, no. OKC's really ready. 3 players that are close to 90 overall and then some good high 70s. OKC is ready to do the thing. Revenge to a LaMelo Ball. I mean, if anybody's taking away MVP from the guy, Luka Doncic, then it's a revenge tour type thing. Dyson Daniels averages 29 assists, 6 rebounds. Sheesh. I don't know what team I predicted to win again. I completely keep forgetting, but Alexei Pokusevski's back on All-NBA, by the way. So the Bulls might be kind of nice. They got 2 All-NBA players. The Bulls are the 2 seed. I know you can't see it, but the Bulls are the 2 seed. And guess what? They are ready to win another championship. The Bulls are ready to lose in the conference finals. That's fine. That's fine. The Hornets revenge tour is alive. Chimezie Metu, the homie, is at the 4. We love to see that. Pelicans. And one more game for the Pels, and it is a wrap just like that. You know what's so crazy? Luka be winning all of these awards. Never got a ring in the 5 years of simulation, however long we've been simulating. Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, LaMelo, Nikola Jokic, 2-time MVP. Nikola Jokic never was really even in the conversation. I don't remember seeing him in the conference finals. Zion got his. I mean, The next generation of players. Jimmy Butler, man, nothing. Karl-Anthony Towns and them were in the finals, but ended up losing. But that's what happened if we forced players to retire after they won a championship.